Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So lots of mixed signals on the DAX and the S&P 500 that I've looked at this morning, and I have a feeling it's no different to the Dow Jones. So let's just start with the daily firstly. So we do have a crossover of moving averages here, which is indicating a potential trend change, right? Then we've got a collaboration, should I say, or diversions. Is there diversions? There is a little bit of divergence here on the daily charts oscillators, and then we've got this grouping to the upside, collaboration grouping, and we've got a bit of a crossover happening there. So that is indicating that we have a potential move to the downside brewing. Now, from a daily perspective, we are fairly solid in this trend line. I'm going to do that. So we're fairly solid in this bottom trend line, but we're also in a channel, and we are in an area of strong resistance here. So lots of tails to the upside, lots of tails to the downside, complete confusion at the moment. But now, as you start drilling through the time frames, you'll see the confusion is just multiplied quite extensively. So what I could argue from a bull case is we have a flag. So there's the rally up into a zone of resistance and consolidation, gathering our speed for a move to the upside. And the oscillators on the 8th hour would agree with that. When I start dropping down through the next level, we come to the 3 hour. 3 hour also agrees with that. In fact, 3 hour would argue that you can draw the level like that, which would give me a flag rather than a channel. And we're above the moving averages, so everything is hunky-dory. And we've got a crossover here of our oscillators pointing to the upside. So we should be looking for opportunities to the upside. When we get to the hour paints a different picture. Here I've got diversions, which is diversions to the downside. It's indicating a move to the downside. And at the same time, I've got my oscillators grouped to the upside. So the 1 hour on the daily is bearish, and the 3 hour and the 8 hour is bullish. So whenever that kind of stuff happens, it's when you need to be very, very careful about what you're looking at and pay very close attention to what's happening in the market. So what's happening today is it's options closeout day. I don't have the options open options for open interest for the Dow Jones. But if I look at the DAX and I look at the S&P 500, bears are by far the higher holders of options at the moment, and they're all targeting levels below where we are at the moment. So bulls are in the money, bears are not in the money. That's basically what it boils down to. Then there are a number of bulls which are basically at the same level where the bears are aiming for. So to me, there is a strong case here that we either just fizzle out in this area through options closeout, or alternatively we just plummet. And I'm not going to say plummet to the floor, but probably to the next level of support. It's very difficult to pick that up on this market because there's quite a few areas here. So another way of looking at this is these previous two swing lows here is the bottom of a flat bottom triangle. So this to me is critical. 33,393, sort of break that area. There's a good possibility for a short, but then I'd want to see a break below this area here. If we start looking at, and it's pointless looking at the top of this range, but if you look at this cluster of what looks like support, see the whole week we've been toying with this area here, 33,677. We get above that, then there's a good possibility we break through the top of this range and we sort of hit this this area here at 3400, 3411, 3400, somewhere around there. So I suspect we are pretty much just going to muck around. So you'll probably find decent opportunities on sort of a 5-minute chart. get there for yesterday, and you can see, yesterday here below the moving averages. As you start breaking through structure, look for the retest and then trade to the downside, and then obviously you sort of had not really anything down to the downside here. There was going at the close was an option there, so there's my swing high. You can see a range bar, then you've got an engulfing bar there, so entry above that, stop below it, 50-point risk, and to the next bit of structure, which was 95 points, which is up here. So there's money to be made on the lower time frames. It's just you need the time to be able to sit and watch it, and can't really move away from the charts while you're seeing that. So what are we doing today? Probably still sitting quietly and waiting for this noise to finish. We do have a short week next week with Thanksgiving, and we've got the Fed minutes coming out on Wednesday, which essentially would be the end of the week next week. So probably more chaos, I think, more complete chaos, and through to the end of this week and then through next week as well, before we start getting any direction. So yeah, I think I'm kind of cautious. If I've got time, I'll be on the lower time frames looking for options. But for me at the moment, this is a clear, be careful, sit quietly, and let's just wait for the noise to finish before looking for options. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. No, we won't. We'll catch up with you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers for now.